Sun turn it over for a fifth time. Nice pick by Hull. Hartley slow to get back on the other end. Boston is fed, wrapped up by Nelson Adona. Oh, and Cunningham is down. My goodness.
If you're a true WNBA fan, chances are you've been glued to all the drama that's been unfolding over the past couple of weeks. Today, we're diving deep into the controversy surrounding Sophie Cunningham's devastating season-ending injury and the fallout involving veteran guard Bria Hartley. Headlines everywhere are screaming justice for Sophie Cunningham and instant karma for Hartley. But as always, there's a lot more to this story than what's simply trending on social media. So, grab your snacks, settle in comfortably, and let's break down exactly what happened, what people are saying, and ultimately, what it all means for the WNBA moving forward. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, so you never miss any of our updates. Let's start with the incident that sparked this entire firestorm. It was August 17th, 2025, during a heated, high-stakes matchup between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun. The Fever were already battling through an injury-plagued season with stars like Caitlin Clark sidelined for several weeks. Sophie Cunningham, the fan-favorite guard who's been a spark plug and emotional leader for Indiana, was out there hustling as always. Early in the second quarter, Cunningham slid over to provide help defense under the basket. Connecticut's Bria Hartley came driving hard to the rim, determined to make a play. Hartley went up, passed the ball to the corner, and then bam! She crashed violently into Cunningham's right leg as she came down. Sophie immediately collapsed, clutching her knee in obvious agony. The entire arena went silent as she writhed on the floor, clearly in severe pain. Team medical staff rushed to her side, and she was eventually
rimming out. Cunningham picks up the board. Here she comes. Sophie steps into the three.
Cunningham had been a key piece for Indiana, averaging 8.6 points per game while shooting a career-best 46.9% from the field and an impressive 43.2% from three-point range. Her energy, toughness, and leadership were absolutely invaluable, especially with Clark sidelined. Losing her for the rest of the season crushed Fever fans' hopes of making a serious playoff run. Now, here's where things really got messy. The moment Cunningham went down, fans and analysts immediately started pointing fingers. A viral photo from the game, captured by David Butler too, showed Hartley seemingly smiling as Cunningham clutched her knee in pain. Social media exploded, almost instantly. Fans called it a dirty play, accusing Hartley of deliberately diving at Cunningham's legs. Some even claimed it was retaliation for an earlier incident between the Fever and the Sun, where Cunningham had been involved in a heated scuffle with another Connecticut player. Cunningham's family didn't hold back either. Her sister, Lindsay, took to X, blasting the WNBA's officiating and demanding better protection for players. She wrote, "WNBA, maybe you should focus less on fining players for commenting on your poor officiating and more on hiring officials that can consistently protect your athletes." Pathetic. Cunningham's mother, Paula, went even further in a now-deleted post, calling Hartley a disgruntled veteran who plays mean, reckless, and out of control. The outrage wasn't limited to Cunningham's family. Fans across X and Reddit were relentless, labeling Hartley a dirty player with a long history of reckless plays. They pointed to her season stats, which already included 3 flagrant fouls and 2 ejections, as evidence of her dangerous style. One Reddit user wrote, "Hartley has played some reckless basketball this season. She's always at the scene of the crime." Another claimed, "She throws her left foot unnaturally and dives at Sophie's knee while looking right at her legs. Watch the video." The narrative of instant karma quickly gained traction when rumors began swirling that Hartley was facing a suspension for the play. Some YouTube channels even claimed Hartley had quit the WNBA altogether after the incident, though no official confirmation ever surfaced. But here's the twist. Sophie Cunningham herself stepped in to shut down the hate. On August 19th, she appeared on her podcast Show Me Something with co-host West Wilson and set the record straight. "I know Bria, and I'm actually really good friends with Bria," she said. There was no ill intent. I think it was just a basketball play. I happened to be in the wrong spot at the wrong time. She fell. There's no way she would intentionally try to hurt me. I have nothing but love for Bria. She even addressed the viral photo of Hartley's supposed smirk, clarifying it wasn't a grin at all, but rather a grimace, more like an "ooh" reaction to the collision. Cunningham went as far as telling her mom to delete her inflammatory tweet, saying, "No, Mom, I get it, but I promise you, Bria and I are super cool, and she would never try to hurt me. There are some girls I think might, but Bria wouldn't do that." Cunningham's response was a total class act. She could have easily fueled the drama, but instead, she chose to defend Hartley and diffuse the situation. She confirmed her MCL tear and said she'd need surgery, but remained surprisingly upbeat, calling it the best possible case for a knee injury. "I'm in good spirits," she added. "I'm thankful to be where I'm at with this organization. I'll be on a boat ASAP in the off-season." Her positivity and professionalism stood out in sharp contrast to the social media firestorm. She also acknowledged the Fever's brutally tough season, noting the team had been hit hard by injuries with Clark, McDonald, and Coulson all sidelined. "You can't make this stuff up," she said, reflecting on the constant adversity. So, what's the deal with the instant karma narrative? The idea that Hartley was suspended or quit the WNBA seems to stem mostly from clickbait YouTube titles and unverified posts on X. There's no credible evidence from trusted outlets like ESPN, CBS Sports, or the WNBA's official channels confirming Hartley faced any suspension or left the league. In fact, while Hartley's recent season included some questionable fouls, her 11-year career had been largely free of such controversy. The quitting rumor likely came from exaggerated fan reactions and misleading headlines, not reality.A's for Hartley being out for the season. That also remains unconfirmed. The spotlight has been entirely on Cunningham's injury, with no credible reports indicating Hartley faced any real consequences beyond public backlash. Let's talk about Hartley for a second. She's a veteran guard with a solid career. Drafted 7th overall in 2014, she's played for multiple teams, including the Sun, and built a reputation for playing tough, hard-nosed basketball. Yes, she's been in some scuffles this season, like pulling Angel Reese's hair and clashing with Beck Allen, but Cunningham herself insisted Hartley isn't the type of player who would intentionally injure someone. The Reddit thread debating the incident had plenty of mixed takes. Some fans argued Hartley's reckless style, intentional or not, puts players at risk. Others agreed with Cunningham, calling it simply incidental contact. "I've watched almost every Sun game this season, and this one really was just incidental," one user wrote. The truth probably lies somewhere in the middle. Hartley plays aggressively, and this time it led to an unfortunate outcome. The bigger issue here is overall player safety in the WNBA. Cunningham's family wasn't wrong to call out the league's officiating. Sophie herself has been fined multiple times this season for criticizing refs, and she's been vocal about inconsistent calls. On her podcast, she recently vented about a game against Paige Buchers and the Dallas Wings, saying, "Those refs were giving her every freaking whistle. You literally couldn't touch her." Her sister's viral tweet echoed that same frustration, urging the WNBA to prioritize protecting athletes rather than punishing them for speaking out. The league has had a rough year with injuries: Clark's groin issues, Coulson's ACL tear, McDonald's broken foot. And fans are frustrated that overly physical play often goes unchecked. Cunningham's injury also highlights the Fever's brutal luck. They had high hopes for 2025, especially after trading for Cunningham from the Phoenix Mercury. She had really found her groove post-All-Star break, averaging 12.2 points per game on elite shooting splits. Her chemistry with Clark and fiery personality